Dr. OJ. It's still the same licensed life agent, but guess what? She has so much more to offer now. Now my marketing and promoting Akash does not contradict or conflict what I was already doing as a licensed life agent. Now I am even more stronger in the financial industry because now not only am I able to help you in the US, if you are in Africa and you always wanted to work with me and didn't know how, guess what? Now I got something for you. I can help you. And that's how I'm pushing. I'm pushing myself, creating the story, telling the story every single day, making them see the narrative from social media, from my posts, from my pictures, from my messaging, letting them know that, look, this person is elevating. She is just getting better and better. And the sooner you, my community member, I call my community the gifted community, because they call me the gifted coach, because I help people discover their gifts. So when I say gifted community members, guess what? I got something new for you guys. Like, listen, now we can actually invest in the money market. We can get a piece of the pie. We can do X, Y, Z and all these things. So that is the brand that I'm talking about. So you need to start thinking as I'm talking, what will your brand be? What is your brand? Are you a singer? You can create a brand around finances and singing. You can do whatever you want. It's all about storytelling. How are you telling your story? What story are you telling to the world? And how is it that your story is connecting to somebody out there who is in your community, who is just looking for exactly what it is you have to offer? Because promise you that everyone has something wonderful to offer, no matter what industry. I don't say, oh, some people will say, oh, I'm an engineer, I don't do social media. Oh, great, good, good, good. I have engineers on social media who are crushing it. They are teaching people and showing people how they are doing their engineering stuff. And on social media, they are building a community to help other people think of the possibility of, okay, if you're thinking of becoming an engineer, this is how profitable this industry is. And what if I'm an engineer who also functions in the financial industry? I can show you how I did it. I can tell you my story, how I crossed over from being an engineer one day, making 6 figures, crossing over to the financial industry, making 7 figures. Wouldn't you want to learn how to do that? That is the power of storytelling. That is what social media helps you to do. And now we're going to go to the next part. I hope we're connecting so far. Is everybody good? Everybody good? Drop something in the chat. Let me see what's going on, how we're connecting. Drop, I don't know, they say on Wealth Up, they say drop 777 if this message is connected. I just picked that number because I love the number 7 is the number of completion. So I love the number 7. So please drop 77 in the chat. If this training is working, if it's working, if it's making sense or making no sense, because I say if it's not making sense, it's not making money. So I want us to make money. So I'm hoping this training is making sense. All right. So let's look at what is the rule? How do we show up on social media? Now that we know that we have to tell stories, now that we know we have to develop a brand identity, we need to know what that looks, what that feels like, what we're going to do. How do we do this? The how. Let's look at it. On social media, there's certain rules that you have to abide by. It's just like life, right? Life requires you to play by the rules. The law of attraction, the law of multiplication, the law of wealth building. There is a law that God put in place for everything. And if you're breaking those laws, you're definitely not going to get the benefit from what that law is supposed to fulfill in your life. On social media, it's the same thing. Like I said earlier, there are days when you don't feel like talking to anybody. You don't feel like seeing anybody. But if you have crafted a system around your social media presence that allows you to show up in spite of how you feel, making sure that you obey the golden rule of consistency,